don't know. I'm not happy or sad about it. I just I felt like it was something that I needed to do. And again, it wasn't to take a stab at anybody. It was more for my own personal issues, I guess.
This is Tim Elliot, a mixed martial artist in the UFC.
The thing is like I was the only one wearing it. Like my ex and the person that she is with now, they were living in my city, dating, being cool, and everybody thought that we separated because, I don't know, she said that I wanted to force her to move to Texas, or she said that we separated because of, I don't even know what the reasons were, but it wasn't the reasons that were the real reasons. Every interview they were asking me, well, how's Gina? How are you guys doing? And I was lying and making up excuses to protect these guys. And every time I did that, it was hurting me.
He gives a raw, authentic response when asked about his now deleted tweet where he told the masses his wife, seen here, cheated on him on their wedding night with his close friend and training partner, who is also holding the microphone in this photo. That man's name is Kevin Kroom.
After releasing it and getting a bunch of support, which, I don't know if that's what helped or just getting it off my chest, but I'm good. I'm feeling like I'm back to my normal self again.
His wife, Gina Mazany, is a professional mixed martial artist herself, competing in the UFC. She nuked her Instagram after this, and as it all came out, one fan asked how Elliot found out. Text from her to a friend. Later, she told me.
The MMA community can be kind of mean and kind of cruel, so I got a little bit of that, but for the most part, everybody was really supportive, and I ended up pulling the post down, I think, after 9 million people went across my Twitter. But the support that I was getting was great from the MMA community, but a lot of it was guys who had went through something similar, not just being, cheated on, but like even on their wedding night. And I was surprised at how many people, and after reading hundreds of that, and people telling me like, it's going to take this amount of time or this amount of time, but you're going to get better. It's going to end up being a good thing for you. It actually made me feel better. And yeah, honestly, I don't know if I would have made it to the fight without, feeling better, because where I was at wasn't a good spot.
Before we get into it, here's the heartbreaking part.
I don't regret anything, but again, I don't wish any hard feelings on anybody, especially not Gina. Like, I love her. Like, I still love her, and I care about her, but like, I just can't be in her life or can't have anything to do with her, and it is what it is.
Admitting that he still loves her, yet he cannot have any communication with her. If anybody has been in a relationship, you know how this is. Not necessarily the cheating part, but the inability, that hurdle that you have to force yourself to get over, to not communicate with that person again. I feel for him. I really, really do. Because not only did she cheat on him, she cheated on him with his best friend. It cannot get worse than that. Sadly, in sports, this is not out of the ordinary. John Terry was teammates with Wayne Bridge when they were both in the international squad for England. And he hooked up with Wayne Bridge's significant other. And there is a classic moment where Bridge, I believe, is with City, and Terry's with Chelsea. They're going through the handshake line, and Bridge does not put forward his hand, as is tradition before the game. Mauro Icardi is another name in world soccer, hooked up with a teammate's wife. Jordan Ayew of Ghana, hooked up with a teammate's wife. Rafael Palmeiro in Major League Baseball, there was a rumor that he hooked up with Ryan Sandberg, Sandberg's wife, who was a teammate. Brendan Shanahan is another one. Golden Tate and Russell Wilson, that was a big rumor in Seattle. DeMarco Murray, when he was, in his heyday at Oklahoma, hooked up with a teammate's significant other as well. One of the biggest ones, how could I forget, is Tony Parker and Brent Barry. That was devastating to learn. And also that he cheated on Eva Longoria. That was a humongous surprise. Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes, everybody knows about that one as well. Another rumor is Jason Richardson and Steve Nash in their days in Phoenix. Thibaut Courtois and Kevin De Bruyne, Belgian teammates on the international side. I reiterate with this, it is not uncommon, sadly, that this happens, though it does feel uncommon in mixed martial arts and boxing, because your team is your team. Your camp is your camp. You keep a close circle. You entrust these people to train with you, to make you better, and to see this is devastating to me.